Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So there's been a lot going on over the last few days. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but there's been a lot going on between the MLB, the owners, the players union, trying to figure out this financial proposal. So Max Scherzer just chimed in on this. He's an executive subcommittee member. He's also a World Series champion, and he probably will be in the Baseball Hall of Fame one day. And so we're going to get into exactly what he said, because he said some interesting things. But again, if you don't know what's going on, the proposal that just came over from the MLB to the Players Union is asking for players' salaries to work on a sliding scale, basically. So the players just want to be prorated. They just want to be paid for their 82 games, right? Just cut the salary in half, basically, because it's a half a season. And the owners are asking for this sliding scale where basically, if you're a lower paid player, then you're going to get paid close to prorated, almost prorated. But if you're somebody that makes a lot of money, if you're like a Mike Trout or someone making, 20 million, 30 million, basically the more money you make, the less of a percentage you get. And Mike Trout basically would be almost making like 20% or so of his prorated salary. So he'd be taking a huge cut. The players that are making a lot of money take the bigger cuts, okay? So that's basically where we stand right now. I made a video on it yesterday if you want to go and check that out as well. So now there's been more leaks, and this is what is coming out of this. This is apparently what the union is getting together to talk about, and they're going to come back to Major League Baseball with this new proposal or a counter offer. And the things that the union has been talking about, again, according to sources all over the place, these secret sources. So one thing is they want to be paid on a prorated per game basis. They don't want to take any more of a cut than that. They're going to play half a season. They want to get paid for a half a season. The second thing is that they want to play more games. So right now they're talking about playing around 82 games or so, and they're saying that they want to play more games. The more games they can play, the more money that they believe that they can make. Now, apparently the owners are saying, according to sources, that playing more games than 82 games, will not help them make more money. They're actually saying it's going to make them lose more money. So playing more games will not help anyone. It won't bring more money in. It won't allow them to pay the players more. Now, the other thing with more games being played, if you look back to the March agreement, the commissioner, in that, it states that the commissioner will create a schedule, and then it says, quote, using best efforts to play as many games as possible while taking into account player safety and health, rescheduling needs, competitive considerations, stadium availability, and the economic feasibility of various alternatives. So basically the commissioner, he can do whatever he wants. As stated in March, basically he's going to take all these different things and he can decide what's the proper length of a season. So while the players and the players union kind of figure all this stuff out, Max Scherzer comes out with a tweet last night. Let's look at it. So he says, after discussing the latest developments with the rest of the players, there's no reason to engage with MLB in any further compensation reductions. We have previously negotiated a pay cut in the version of prorated salaries, and there's no justification to accept a second pay cut based upon the current information the union had received. I'm glad to hear other players voicing the same viewpoint and believe MLB's economic strategy would completely change if all documentation were to become public information. So it sounds like the players are not buying that the MLB is going to be losing as much money as they are claiming. So they want more proof. Show us that you are not making money. And so, I don't know. Maybe they're showing the proof. Maybe there is no proof. So we'll see how this thing goes. But I will say, the fact that they are sticking, it sounds like, according to sources, I feel like Adam Schefter right now. According to sources, it sounds like they're not going to budge off of this prorated salary. And I don't think the owners are going to do it. So again, unless if they're going to come right back with, no, we're not playing unless our salaries are prorated, the owners already said no to that. So I don't know if we're going to be able to bridge the gap and meet in the middle. Because it doesn't sound like the players want to come any closer to where they don't want to get away from the prorated. And, I don't know, maybe the owners come a little bit closer. And their first proposal, maybe they change that up a little bit to get the players a little bit happier. But if the players want them to come all the way to prorated salaries, I just don't think it's going to happen. So we'll see. Just wanted to throw this out there. Saw this tweet and saw some more leaked information to sources. So figured I'd shoot up here. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thank you to our patrons on Patreon for supporting the channel, and we'll talk to you later.